Hello. This lecture will be for advanced level of Russian language. This is about how confusing can be the Russian vocal stress. If a student doesn't know enough vocabulary and cannot judge by the context what's going on. Here we have in the center of this slide, we have two words, пошло и пошло. We have two words. When you see them in writing, you are not going to see any marks about the stress. As we see, they are absolutely the same. We call them homographs. Homographs, the words which we spell the same way. So they are spelled the same way, but depending how we stress it, only two syllables, пошло, пошло. If I stress here, I would pronounce пошло, пошло. These are completely two different things, completely two different parts of speech, and I'm going to explain. In the first one, on the top, kind of green composition, we have here two things going on. It is a past tense of the verb. The infinitive of this verb is пойти. Пойти, it is originated from идти, ходить пешком, to walk on foot. Пойти, this prefix по will give you intention to do it and to finish that action. Пойти в магазин, to go to the store. Okay. This one is past tense. Past tense in Russian language is not difficult. We see here the suffix l, and then we see the ending. Okay. And this ending, if we speak about genders now, when we speak about Russian past tense verb, we speak about genders, because он пошел, and this is right now basic vocabulary. Он пошел в магазин или он пошел в школу. He went to the store or he went to school. Пошел. He did his intention to go there. It will be kind of completed action this prefix makes, right? Он пошел. Она пошла. So you have to know these basics, okay? If you are a woman, you will say вчера я пошла в библиотеку. Yesterday I went to the library. So feminine in past tense will have a ending. Past tense one more time we easily define by this suffix l. Пошли и они пошли в школу. Они пошли в школу. 15 минут назад они пошли в школу. 15 minutes ago they went to school. И will be plural ending. What kind of ending I have here? О. О is ending of, when we speak about genders, it's about neuter gender. But come on, neuter gender in Russian language only never belongs to a man, never belongs to a woman, only can belong to things. For example, окно, правительство, window, government, объявление, оно, announcement, or some kind of monsters, you know, чудо, чудовище, дитя, дитё, you know, child sometimes can be, you know, referred neuter. But mainly when we speak about verbs, never ever we can have neuter gender. So what is this? So we already know by the ending of this past tense verb something going on here. And what is going on is the second mark of mine here is idiom. This is an idiom. And to complete that idiom, not exactly, it can be used different way, you know, varied ways, but one of them will be дело пошло на лад. Look how I stress о in the end, and how I pronounce non-stressed о, I pronounce а, пошло, пошло. This is how you pronounce to have a good pronunciation in Russian, to have a smaller accent. Дело пошло на лад. Дело is business or some activity what is going on. Дело has very, very wide applications in Russian language. And of course, everybody knows basic level как дела. How are you? Okay, so дело пошло на лад, you know, whatever you were busy with, whatever activity, whatever event, whatever enterprise, whatever business, пошло на лад means started going very well. На лад. Лад will have also many applications, not related to each other maybe, okay? For example, ладоши, we have хлопать в ладоши, applaud, you know, applaud with palms of your hands, you know, different things. Lad, here lad, ladny, it will have here adjectives related to this meaning, will be well. The business started going well, good, okay? Дело пошло на лад, started progressing, started being promoted, or, you know, started going in positive direction compared to as before it went in wrong direction, or, you know, not progressing, okay? So this is a popular idiom, пойти на лад. If I take here infinitive, пойти на лад, you know, дело пошло на лад. So when you look at the context and how did I get it today, I had you know, lesson with my advanced student of Russian, and we are reading Gogol right now with him, Nikolai Vasilievich Gogol, Russian classic. And over there, you know, I found this, and I thought it's very interesting, because I think maybe he misstressed it, you know, he put in correct stress. And I thought it's a very interesting lecture. So, дело пошло на лад, everything started moving nicely, okay? What we have here below, blue color composition, so to say, пошло. If I stress here O, I will pronounce O, пошло, пошло. And again, not stress here, so it's kind of like okay, пошло, пошло. It's a very different thing. If it is not a verb, what can it be with ending O or ending ye? Adverb. If you know Russian adjectives and adverbs, you know a bunch of them. Хорошо, плохо, красиво, медленно, быстро, with ending O. So this is sure enough adverb. It has nothing to do with past tense of verb. And how do you know this? The first from the second, the green from the blue, how do you know them? Only by context. Only by context you are going to stress correctly, okay? But however, if you see this one, на лад, you already know what's going on. You say пошло на лад. You cannot possibly, you know, cannot possibly make a mistake here, okay? However, this one, adverb, will be, for example, I put here as an example, for example, это пошло. Somebody makes a remark and he says, это пошло. Пошло, I put for you here meanings. However, in English, it sounds like adjectives: obscene, cheap, not worthy, not dignified, shallow, low, psychologically not low, material way, you know, not in height, but psychologically, you know, low. So all of this will be пошло. Это пошло. Он выразился пошло. He expressed himself not in a good way. Okay, пошлый is such a word which it's hard for me to get English here. You see how many I put English. We have such verbs. Sometimes you have to come up with, you know, 10 synonyms, and still you don't have the correct meaning. So this is, I guess, one of them, you know. Это пошло. Yes, adverb. If it is adverb, we know very well if we can remove this ending of adverb o, and we can put then endings of adjective. And we start with the masculine, пошлый. For example, пошлый ответ. You know, this reply was very not good, low, obscene. You know, пошлый. Пошлый человек. You know, пошлый человек, the person who is such way. Okay. The next we go feminine ending, пошлая. You know, пошлая шутка. You know. This is a good combination. Пошлая шутка, this will be joke, obscene joke, cheap joke, not dignified joke, bad joke. Пошлая. Пошлая is something not good, okay? It's not about humor at all. Пошлое. Then we go with adjectives, we go пошлые, you know, пошлое отношение. У него пошлое отношение к жизни. He has low attitude to life, you know, пошлое, like a jerk, you know, пошлое. So this kind of word. Пошлые, you know, пошлые, you know, заметки, you know, заметки, отметки, ремарки, пошлые, plural. When you have adverb, regular adverb, well, I mean regular, that you can have adverb всегда, никогда. You know, you can have time adverb and different kind of adverbs. You cannot make adjectives from them. But this one is the one which has adjectives, all adjectives, and you know, it is an adverb. So this is a group. Пошло. Okay, so as we see, it is the same written word. It will not be marked with stress, of course, in literature, in your Russian text, and you have to get it by the context. Of course, well, I even don't know what to tell you, you know, which context can be more frequent. Пошло на лад, it is an idiom, you know. When we need idiom, we will say, у меня все пошло теперь на лад, you know. У меня были проблемы, а теперь у меня все пошло на лад. I had problems, I used to have problems, but now everything, you know, got in its places, everything goes fine. И пошло, this will be in certain situation, you know, when this kind of people or these kind of things are going on. So actually, if compare these two, I cannot here denominate which one is more frequent, more frequently used, and which one is more rarely used, you know. So synonym, Russian synonym низко. Это низко, это пошло, это подло. We have one more, подло. If I only replace sh with d, letter d, this is letter d, okay? D. I will have the other word, which is also very close synonym, пошло, подло, and also I will have to come up with 10 English, you know, without finding exact, you know, подло, подлый, пошлый. They are very close. If I put one more time, if I put d, letter d, they will be close synonyms, the same meaning, okay? Подло и пошло, okay? And низко is lowly, kind of, okay? Okay, it was a lecture, Russian vocal stress presents difficulties. It can have different origins, absolutely different origins. For example, one origin of Russian vocal stress may be different cases of the same noun, you know, different forms of the same part of speech. But these are these I showed you when they are totally two different parts of speech, not related whatsoever to each other, and how you stress depending, you know, what context you are using it in. Thank you very much. I hope it was useful. Goodbye.